What's going on? Devin here with a Star Citizen video just going over the 325A. It's a Origin Spaceworks ship. I actually got this with my own money. I didn't rent it. Some of the other ships that I'll be reviewing I did rent, but this one in particular I actually upgraded from my Aurora starter package to the 325A. As you know, the 325A is actually of the 300 series of ships. They've got like the 300I and things like that. It's the same style, but this one's outfitted fully with weapons already. That's why I went for it, because I was really interested in Arena Commander, and so it's already outfitted with some Omnisk laser cannons, which is a turret gun. So those are size 2 mounts, so that's pretty much one of the best weapons you can just put that is a size 2. And by the way, excuse my pronunciation of these items. You know, I'm not the best at it, especially when it comes to a language that I'm not familiar with. I know that obviously some of this is just plain English, but you know what I mean. But those laser cannons on each wing, they are not gimbaled. The nose cannon does come with a gimbal mount, but I actually took that off because I like to either have all weapons gimbaled or none of them at all. So this one, it does come with a mass driver from Apocalypse Arms. It's the APAR mass driver, and that's what I just left it stock. I did change out some of the weapons that I usually like to use, and I put it on the Gladius over there, which will be for another review, and I'll talk about those weapons when I review that Gladius, since I did change some things up there. Um, the only thing that I did change is the missiles, the missile loadout. I did like the Dominator 2s, and since I was using the Gladius over there more, I took the Dominator 2s off of this 325A and put it on the Gladius. I'll go into that when I review the Gladius as well. But right now they have the Ignite 2s on them, which is a infrared missile. So it's still going to be packing a humongous punch, and they do fantastic. And they do look really cool. I like the designs of all the missiles in the games. In the game, and this one just looks fantastic. To be honest, I like the black and white color scheme a lot, and that's what my scheme is for my computer build. And so these missiles just look really nice. They do look great on the Gladius, but like I said, the Dominator 2s, in my opinion, did perform better. And I'll go over those missiles in depth when I review the Gladius. So anyways, the 325A is made for dogfighting, interdiction, and you can also use it for racing. It is crazy fast. It is the fastest ship I've flown, but then again, I haven't flown any racing ships specifically. But this one can hit about 1,500 or so meters per second when you're using the afterburner. I'll show you the inside real quick. Like I said, this is the fully outfitted model, so it's not going to have anything inside of this back pit area. You just have the cargo pit up here with the pilot seat, of course. The cockpit, not cargo pit, with the pilot seat. I believe on the other models, you'll probably have a unit with either computers or some sort of other um, uh, devices. There we go, that will be used for their description. I think one of them is for touring, so they might have seats, but I didn't see it saying anything about any more crew members than just one. So I'll have to either review those or look more into that. But right now the ship just does fly very nicely, and I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like from the pilot seat real quick, just to wrap this video up. And concerning the power plant, it does just come with a size 1 power plant. Nothing extraordinary, pretty normal. Don't expect to be able to take a ton of damage with this kind of light ship. If you're starting to get your shields hit, I recommend to get out of there and take a better advantage to where you're not taking so much fire. But anyways, it's got a standard just kind of like blue layout. I do like the HUD of the Gladius better. I'll go over that when I review the Gladius. And the 325A, I do like its HUD as well, more than the Aurora. But I believe, for the most part, the more expensive the ship, it's probably going to have a better HUD. But then again, it also depends on what you're doing. It's probably going to be more directed towards that. Again, we don't know too much. We know what the careers can be like, but we haven't actually got to experience them yet concerning like research and piracy and things like that. So don't we all don't have that much information about those careers. So I couldn't tell you too much, of course, but this ship looks beautiful. It flies beautifully, and for some reason it's jiggling right now. But anyways, it looks like a standard aircraft, in my opinion, that you like a plane that you'd see right now, like a jet almost, just because it's got the wheels for the landing gear, and then you also have this back single thruster right there. So it kind of just looks like a jet, besides this like standard uh, kind of like biplane-ish, I guess, kind of triangle in the back that kind of makes it look all sci-fi looking. But other than that, you can access the ship to with both sides, which is kind of cool. You can open up both sides actually. So if you and a friend want to get in on the same time, then you can. Uh, but you guys will see me use this ship quite often. I'm gonna have to see which one I like better, either outfitting this with more weapons, or that I personally like, or going with the Gladius to rent over and over with Arena Commander. But you'll see more footage of this ship with me actually flying it. But right now, this has been a quick review, but I think a good review, of course, with the 325A. I'll see you guys in the next one.